there I am in my Masked Avenger hat and goggles, which I got off my friend in a trade. And then there were my father and mother, two people who could find an argument in any subject.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me you think the Atlantic is a greater ocean than the Pacific?
No, have it your way. The Pacific is greater.
I mean, how many people fight over oceans? Then there was my Uncle Abe. He kept bringing home fish from his friends who worked at Sheepshead Bay.
Seal, I'm home. Seal, I got fish. I got great fish today.
What do we need more fish for?
And of course my Aunt Seal, who dreamed of a more exciting life than always having to fillet his flounder.
They're fresh fish.
He has friends at Oscar's Dock, so he can't spend a single afternoon there where they don't load him up with fish.
You don't like it, take the gas pipe.
Next there was Grandpa and Grandma. Every single morning he spent a half hour packing her into her corset.
I'm pulling. A woman in her 70s, and her bosom is still growing.
Abe and Seal's daughter was Cousin Ruthie, who entertained herself by sitting and listening to the next-door neighbors on the party line.
Mrs. Walbaum's having her ovaries out.
Both or one?
Get off the line, okay? Stop listening into my phone. Stop snooping on us.
All right. Don't get your bowels in an uproar. Nobody's snooping.
Oh, yeah? My wife hears her breathing, and she giggles.
Walbaum, you think we care what goes on in your house?
Let them take her ovaries out. What's in our business?
Why did I try to have a conversation with my
Mrs. Walbaum had a steel plate in her head, and it was said she couldn't walk near magnets. Finally, there was Aunt B, who only wanted to get married.
This is Lindy. My dancing teacher gave me this great new step for it. Hey, Tess? Tess, I can't decide if I should take my vacation on a cruise or go to the mountains. I mean, the men are richer on a cruise, but there's more of them in the resorts. What do you think, Tess?
Well, I met my husband at a mountain resort, so I advise you to go on a cruise.
That's very funny. Can we get back to my idea? We buy cultured pearls, we box them here in velvet, and we sell a mail order. I can get a good price.
You were in jewelry. It didn't work. We got stuck with the rhinestone earrings. You don't have a business head. You got stuck with mail order parts, you tried seeds, then you lost money selling greeting cards. You know we have 6,000 get-well cards in the closet? There aren't that many sick people in America.
Forget it. I'll spend the rest of my life at the job I do.
There's nothing wrong with it.
What do you do, Dad?
It's none of your business.
All my friends know what their dads do for a living.
Don't you have any homework?
Hey, can I have 15 cents for the new Masked Avenger ring?
What, am I made of money?
Pay more attention to your schoolwork and less to the radio.
You always listen to the radio.
It's different. Our lives are ruined already. You still have a chance to grow up and be somebody.
You think I want you working at the job I do?
I don't even know what your job is.
Gotta get an education.
While I'm getting it, can I get the secret compartment ring?
We don't have money to waste. Do you think we all like living together? We'd like to save up, maybe have another child. Your father works all day like a horse, supporting everybody.
And what?
He's a big butter and egg man.
What do you mean our lives are ruined already?
I didn't mean ruined. We're poor but happy, but definitely poor.
Isn't this a beautiful sea bass? Who wants to join me?
By now, you've probably guessed that the Masked Avenger secret compartment ring meant a lot to me. Well, it did, because they were gold and mysterious, and they fit any finger. The box top I already had, but the 15 cents was hard to come by in those days. I tried not thinking about it, but it was very hard to keep off my mind.
The boat and the masts and the sail. You even have to work with the tweezers to get some of the small stuff in. I'll pass it around.
That was lovely, Evelyn. Arnold, why don't you come up and show the class what you have? Just stand right over there. Go ahead.
I found this on my parents' night table.
That will be enough. You go sit down.
I do.
Put that thing in your pocket. Put that thing in your pocket and sit down. Ross, why don't you come up here? You have something suitable to show the class, don't you?
Yes.
Very good. Stand right here.
This is my Masked Avenger secret compartment ring. It's very special to me.
Now, basically, I was an honest kid. But there are some things in life that are just too compelling. That afternoon at Hebrew school, a scheme occurred to me.
Next week, we are going to issue collection boxes. And each of you will be asked to go out in the street and collect funds for the promotion of a new state in Palestine.
Hey, can you give to the Jewish National Fund and help us build a homeland in Palestine? Please? No? Hey, How about you? Can you give to the Jewish National Fund? Can you help us build anything? Hey, how about... All right. Can you? No. Give to the Jewish National Fund. Hey, can you give to... Hey, excuse me. Can you give to me, please? Thank you. Guys, we got enough here to get the Masked Avenger rings and an ice cream soda. We gotta leave some for Palestine. Why should we leave anything for Palestine? It's all the way over in Egypt. This is a sin. What if the rabbi catches us? Hey, he'll never find out. Besides, I can handle him. You sure? Positive. Dimes. I got 4 dimes.
Monies for that Jewish homeland used to buy this masked adventure ring? My heart is full of grief. It swells with anguish.
He'll pay back every cent.
Yep.
Shut up.
I don't know what to do, Rabbi. Every night he listens to the radio. I can't keep him away. I say go to the beach, play in the sun, get some fresh air. No. The Lone Ranger, the Shadow, the Masked Avenger.
This is not good. This boy needs discipline. Radio. It's all right once in a while. Otherwise, it tends to induce bad values, false dreams, lazy habits. Listening to the radio, these stories of foolishness and violence, this is no way for a boy to grow up.
You speak the truth, my faithful Indian companion.
Rabbi, you say my faithful Indian companion?
Hey, don't hit my son.
What kind of upbringing is this?
Look, I'll hit him, but you don't hit him.
I know better how to teach
I
fresh
said
children.
I'll hit him. You leave him alone.
No, I'll hit him because you're too lenient.
Oh, I'm lenient? What? That's lenient? That's lenient?
I am a faithful Indian? Such an impertinence?
Rabbi, I will teach him some manners.
Yeah,
You
so
and that
lenient.
radio.
Think that's lenient?
Enough, you'll hurt the boy.
And so that ended my career in crime. And I never did get the Masked Avenger ring. But to this day, I still get chills when I recall his famous sign-off.
Be sure and tune in tomorrow for another adventure of the Masked Avenger, when he flies over the city rooftops and we all hear his cry,
"Beware, evildoers, wherever you are!"